everybody, it's Wednesday, and you know what that means. Yes, that's right. It's time for Sarcastic Distractions, the interesting podcast for interesting people. Featuring, as always, the Gentleman Society of Podcasting. Myself, Harvey.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Chris.
Jesus Christ. My heterosexual life mate, Dave.
Yellow.
Wiener, 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 wiener.
I take that on all the different levels.
I agree. You do. He takes all the wieners. Takes them all. In every orifice. And my ever-loving, ever-South Parking, AJ.
Hello, shitty walk. Take order, please.
Oh, yeah. That's for sure.
It's funny you introduced him as the South Park team.
Shenanigans!
I actually watched an episode, 2 nights ago, just for the giggles. I forgot how fucking fucked up South Park is.
Oh, it's
God.
crazy.
Beautifully fucked up.
It is.
Yeah.
The chaos of it all is unreal.
Well, because with the commercials, but I got to give a little bit of credit. It's probably Paramount that's doing it, where you can watch it with the commercials.
Yeah, through Pluto or whatever.
Pluto,
it is.
that's it. Yeah. So I was watching the Canadian South Park channel.
Oh my God! Yes, yes.
All the Canadian episodes.
The one I happened to watch, I only watched one episode. I had to. I will admit this. I'm obviously an old man. I had to turn it off. It was too much.
Are you serious?
The entire episode, I'm laughing my ass off and trying to hide it. There's nobody around, and I'm still trying to hide it.
Wow.
Get him his Metamucil and his prunes.
Oh God,
Creepers.
yeah. I have to admit, it's just one of those. I'm like, oh my God, this is so horribly funny, but I feel so dirty.
They
So
are
dirty.
I felt it.
satire.
Fuck.
Jesus Christ!
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God!
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well, at least you got into it. At least you.
It was a
watched
good. I'm not trying to dispute it. It was just
For sure.
I had forgotten how truly rough it is.
Fair. Yeah.
I think it depends. It depends on the season.
Indeed.
Some of them are more tame than others. Some of them aren't as.
Yeah, and the earlier
Wacky.
seasons are probably a little bit more tamer.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, no, maybe not.
The Corn Scooby Doo one.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
The Helen Keller
I don't remember it
Thanksgiving.
being quite that rough that episode. Maybe it was special the episode, but either
What
way.
was the episode about?
Mecha Streisand.
They had to go into Canada because the princess had been stolen, and then they cut her arm off. It was just a whole episode.
Yeah,
I love that one.
That's
the one where Ike gets.
Yeah, the little baby kid
We're
go.
really distracted right now.
Oh, we
Sorry.
are very distracted. You know what? This is not the episode
what we're talking
at all.
about at all.
Holy shit! Are we all talking about South Park right now?
Do you wanna
Wow!
just
There you
flip the
go.
script again?
No.
Pivot or what?
I'm sure we'll jump back into it in a minute.
Yeah,
but,
they're going to come up
yeah.
at some
I
point.
blame Dave for
I
that one.
today
Today
was my fault.
Holy
Today,
crap.
I
Usually it's
will
me.
admit. Yeah.
King of the distractions.
I
tonight.
will admit, it's
Jesus.
my fault. It popped in my head. I was like, shit, I got to share this.
I
I've
love it.
actually watched it.
I love it. We are talking in this day and age with the fucking crazy economy we are in. We are going to share some of our money saving tips, things that we do to try to save cash.
And I just shared mine. I watched Pluto.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, there's one.
That, no joke, is becoming my primary source of entertainment.
Get rid of
lately.
all
If I
the
could get-
others
If I
and-
could get more than just Paramount properties on it, then maybe.
Yeah.
But
I think
You know,
there is
like
another free
I
one,
can
isn't
I can only watch.
Oh, there is. There's
I can only
Tubi
watch
and there's other ones.
so much Frasier
I
in different languages.
would love Pluto TV to have a Married with Children channel. That would be
See,
great.
Then you need a Fox, right? Because that's Fox.
And that's
property.
Disney, and we all know how we feel about Disney since
Yeah.
last episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. So I guess so. Yeah.
So,
So what are we doing to save some cash? So watching Pluto.
That's watching
actually-
Pluto, so that's what I do.
That's what I've actually done. I've canceled the majority of my subscriptions.
I have not.
Yeah.
No, I no longer am a Netflix subscriber. I'm no longer an Amazon Prime subscriber. I'm no longer a most of them. I
Those are the only two I am a subscriber,
Disney
and
still?
we use them.
yeah.
Who didn't turn
Sorry,
off
that
their
phone is jerk phone. Sorry about that. Look at that one. Yeah, no, I hear you. I was subscribed to Paramount Plus for a while, but that's been off that for a long time.
Yeah,
That was because of South Park, though. That was
Yeah, I
what
can
that was.
understand. But now you can watch it for free.
Exactly.
Well, free.
Well, free-ish.
Yeah.
I wanted Paramount Plus. I did the 7-day free trial. Go watch Cheers.
Nice.
But then I just kept it because I was like, I could deal with this for a bit.
Yeah, but you can actually watch Cheers with the commercials on the
Yeah,
Pluto now.
but then you can't watch them in any specific order.
You know what's funny?
You have to watch it from where it's like TV. You have
But
to watch
I've
it from
kind of
where it's
shared
at.
this before. I actually like that because I can go to a show I know I like and just watch it. I don't even care about the order. I just get to enjoy.
I like to, especially with like something like Cheers or something that I haven't watched a billion times. Yeah, I want to watch it from the beginning.
You can scroll through episodes and play them from the beginning. You don't have to watch the one that's currently on air.
Yeah,
On-
you can only
on
skip
Pluto?
one or two.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
only one or two though. I thought.
Maybe you might be
Yeah,
right
yeah.
on that. But I mean, there's a bit of a
There is a bit of control.
wiggle room in there. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
I didn't
there
know
is.
that.
yeah. And if you're watching an episode, you can't start it from the beginning. You don't have to watch it.
Oh.
Where it's
That I knew. Yeah, because
Yeah.
you can like
Yeah.
scroll
Yeah.
back.
I have to admit, I don't do that. I like I just
I
jump
don't mind
in.
jumping in if
Yeah.
I'm watching stuff.
In fact,
yeah.
I've even done the switching during commercials just for the giggles
For
because they
sure.
don't sync up the commercials.
Yeah, for the thing that I'm currently writing, I've been taking a lot of cues from the old show Dynasty, and so that's been going on Pluto because they have a Dynasty channel. It's like holy shit! So I feel
The Dynasty channel.
yeah, it was pretty intense.
That is one thing I wish they would do. Is I do like that, of course, they have the channels for all the programs, but I do wish they would have just a mix.
Yeah, like a
Just a,
Yeah.
hey, it's a comedy channel, and it just plays comedy episodes.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
cool.
Then you can go to
Yeah.
like YouTube for things like that. YouTube has people that have put on like Saturday morning cartoon channels.
Yeah, it's kind of
They-
like Justin TV.
yeah. It's the same idea,
Yeah.
right?
Oh,
You
is
can-
that still around?
No.
Well, no, that's Twitch now. Twitch is Justin TV.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Twitch
I meant
bought it.
just
Yeah, but the same idea, the same spirit of it is on
YouTubies?
Yeah, the one I was telling AJ about. There's a really great channel provider, we don't really call it, called Shout or Shoutcast, and they got like marathons of like Alf and
Nice.
Reboot and
Alf,
all these old
Reboot.
fun shows,
Oh,
right?
fuck,
That we used to watch as
Reboot.
kids. And then there's other ones that just like you said, they do mixes. Thing is though, like once you've watched it once, like let's say 2 or 3 hours of programming you've watched, it's not the same live sort of feeling as you're talking
Oh
about.
no,
television,
no,
right?
and I understand that. I just that old school. you know,
Yeah, I
what's
love
on
that
next?
too.
You know, get the little TV guide, and we're gonna go to this channel
for
next.
sure.
You know,
It's nice that nostalgia bit.
it's me
too.
being old.
No, I
Okay.
get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
okay, I'll attempt to keep us on track. I apologize.
good luck with
Tonight
that.
apparently
Jeez.
is my night
Sure.
for taking us
Apparently.
off.
Apparently, yeah.
Usually I'm the one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so
Chris and I smoked the on-track weed tonight.
apparently so. Yeah. No, yeah, I've reduced my subscriptions, and on top of that, I've also kind of got back to watching my physical media.
Oh,
That is
okay.
what I've been doing. I think I've told you guys that before, and that's been fun watching movies that
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen in some time.
I have a few that I do have on the DVD, or even
Yeah.
a couple on the Blu-ray. I have to admit, yeah, they're the ones that I want to rewatch.
Exactly.
Because I
yeah.
used to have like fucking 4 shelves, but I sold them all.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
used to have to. Well, they're all in my basement.
Yeah,
Oh,
I sold
they're
them
Tons
all.
of movies and stuff. But
Yeah, I sold them all.
Nice thing is they're cheap to get now, so if you ever need to.
Well, it's one of
Yeah.
those things, though. Like I have to admit, generally, I try to compensate when I enjoy something. But if it's a movie made 30 years ago, no, I'm fucking downloading. That shit. Come on.
for sure. Yeah.
Like-
No, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Well, yeah, no, you're right. Yeah.
Oh, I'm always
Well,
right.
You're
you're
1000%
doing
right.
what?
I'm always right.
No, you're. How are you getting these movies from 30 years ago?
Oh,
These
Pirate
ones-
Bay.
No, you can't do that.
Okay, no, you can't.
They know where you live now.
That's fine. We live in Canada, so even if they catch me, they just have to give the alert and the alarm. They can't go through the
No,
provider.
not them. Not them. They.
Oh,
They.
Meh, I'm okay.
That's
with it.
happened to me
Alright.
before, eh? A few times. I downloaded. What did I download? One time I downloaded all the seasons of Big Bang Theory, and then Roger sent me one of those Warner Brothers who's noticed that you've downloaded this.
Yeah.
and you can't have that.
Oh yeah, you get
Oh,
those.
that's how it
Tisk,
too.
tisk, tisk.
yeah,
absolutely.
I've gotten one of those too
Yeah,
in
they
the
don't.
past.
They don't do anything.
That's why, kids,
Yeah.
you should try ExpressVPN. No, just kidding. They're not.
That's
a
why you should try
sponsor.
LimeWire. What?
Well, no, a lot of people bring that up about subscribing to all these different VPNs and
Oh, there's
things.
so many,
and I'm like,
yeah.
and they're like, "What do you do, David?" Yeah, I don't do any of it.
Yeah, I don't do it. I don't do that either.
Yeah, and like, but you don't download things? I go, yeah, once in a while I'll download a video or something. It's not like, 20 years ago where I was
yeah.
far more into it, I will admit, but that was back in the IRC and all those other days.
Right.
Like,
What I do is right away I delete that tracker thing that comes along with it.
Sure.
You always get 2 files. You get the actual file, and then you get this other something or other that's a tracker.
Sure.
Hmm.
I usually just delete that right away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll usually watch whatever I've downloaded right away, and then I delete it all.
Yeah, that too.
I think my router has a
No, it
VPN.
It may have a
No,
VPN, but you
associated.
still need a provider.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I know, but
he has one.
that's what I'm thinking. Yeah,
He's
that's
on the internet. You know that, right?
Just as a reminder, though, it doesn't matter.
right
Yeah, it
because they can
doesn't
still
matter,
track
Chris.
you. I know.
Everything, yes.
I know. I'm aware.
Yeah.
but it doesn't really matter.
So that's one way to
Nothing
say.
But, you know,
really matters.
false securities and all that.
No, I agree with you. It's like people locking doors and shit like
Sure,
that.
exactly.
Yeah, I probably shared
Keeps-
it a bajillion times.
Keeps the honest criminals away, you know?
Yeah. Like, no, if somebody wants it in your house,
Keeps the lazy ones away.
it does.
Right,
yeah.
right, exactly.
Hey, it's like cars. Like people going around, and what do they do with cars? They
Uh-huh.
just go try and open up the door handles.
For
If it's
sure.
open, they'll go and grab whatever they can. Otherwise,
Yeah.
they move on.
Yeah,
That's a commonism.
Usually.
that's a good way to save money is to not leave shit. in
Well,
your
unless
car.
they see
Yeah,
something,
right?
then they'll smash it. Yeah,
Yeah,
Groceries. I save money with groceries.
I
Yeah.
do that too.
that's good
I try to shop at the inexpensive
for sure.
grocery stores.
I'm one of the evil people. I have a no frills near me, so that's where I go.
Oh yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've always found no frills prices to be higher than other.
yeah, they are. Well, they're still Loblaw.
I missed when
true.
it was truly no frills, where you know they had the
Yeah.
boxes, the
Oh, yeah.
dirt. It was a little
Man,
strummy.
I remember no frills. They also had there's a sister company called Extra Foods.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Same fucking thing.
Hmm.
When it was all no name,
Right.
and there was like President's Choice was like
the high class.
almost higher. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was like but it was
Yeah.
all like all those yellow boxes that were just
Yeah.
like crackers.
Remember those
With
days?
salt.
Yeah, we had a couple
Yeah.
of those in London.
I have to admit that for me, the major reasons just the no frills is the closest.
Oh,
Like, I
sure.
have
Yeah,
to.
that,
Proximity-
same with me. Like that's why I
Yeah.
go to Fresh.
yeah,
Yeah.
proximity is
Yeah,
everything.
I will, but
Exactly.
that's really but before I go, I check their online flyer.
Sure.
I make up the list based on what's on sale, unless I really want something.
Same
Right.
with you know, being an employee at the Culco. I buy stuff, but I only buy stuff on sale. And pretty much anywhere I go, I pretty much only buy on sale.
Yeah.
for the most part.
I will.
Usually when you
Yeah.
go shopping too, it's
I
kinda
will.
have to.
Yeah, I periodically have moments of fuck it. This is what I want, but I am
Sure.
here.
oh yeah,
Sure, of
100%,
course.
100%.
So
But
things you
most
just
of the
can't
stuff-
compromise on, right?
Like we'll go to Walmart for certain things. Like Max said, likes the goldfish crackers, so we
Yeah.
buy the big fucking carton.
Yeah.
Right,
It's cheaper at Walmart than it is at Freshco.
right.
So we'll go to Walmart for stuff like that, or
Yeah.
or like the 3-4 deals, right, where you get like 3 boxes of
Yeah,
fruit snacks or something, because we'll
Right.
go through fucking fruit snacks like crazy. So yeah, we do that shit.
and I'm not knocking those deals, but I have to admit they drive me up the wall because, of course, whenever I go grocery shopping, this is a me personal thing. I can only carry so much.
Sure.
Right? I don't have a car. I have a bike or my 2 legs.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
And so, yeah, I'll go to Walmart, things like that. And yeah, in order to get the discount, I have to buy 5 of these.
Yeah.
And it's like, fuck, I can't carry 5 of
Yeah,
these.
this-
What,
Damn it.
what chaps my ass with that is usually there's not a third thing that you want.
Yeah,
Right.
that too.
It's like,
Right.
oh, I got 2 things. Like Max likes this and this, but he doesn't like this and he doesn't like this. Oh, he likes this. Oh, that's not on the fucking 3 for 9.
Yeah,
That's on
yeah.
3 for 8 or some shit. Right?
Yeah. They mix it up. And,
Yeah.
So I have to admit that's one of the big things. I again, I do try to take advantage, but I prefer to hey, this product's on sale. You get 50 cents off.
Yeah.
I don't need to be a member. I don't need to sign up. I don't need to buy 400 of them. It's
Right.
just here's
See, I
the
don't
sale.
mind. I don't
Yeah.
mind certain memberships. Like there's the Scene card that you can use. You could actually probably benefit from that because you're
He's an
you're
employee.
You're one
He
of
gets-
them people.
I don't pay when I go to
Yeah.
movies.
No, but you can get other things like the Scene card, right? You can use
I
it.
do
at,
have.
you use it at Freshco. You get points. You get money off your groceries.
Yeah, I have to admit I am one of
You
those.
don't want $10 off your groceries?
I just so Shan already subscribes to something of this nature through the Frillsies. I am one of the worst for
Oh yeah,
it.
that's the PC Optimum.
Yeah, I am the worst for
Oh,
these things.
I'm not I don't like the air miles. I thought that was a really stupid idea. Because it was you got so little. It should have been $1 for a point. But yeah, it's not, right? It's
No.
like a fraction for a point.
None of them are that.
No, they are.
No,
No, they are.
They're not.
No, they are.
I hear through some of the credit cards they have that, but you have to pay a yearly fee.
Right. There's an
oftentimes.
annual fee on top of
No,
that.
I'm pretty sure the PC Optimum point is
They are
is
not.
closer to that.
But
Anyway,
they're not though.
I'm a fan of both of those Scene and PC Optimum.
You're a fan
because they
of-
accumulate.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And then I get money off. Whereas
is
air
nice.
miles, it took so long to accumulate.
Yeah, I have to
And
admit,
it's
for
like,
me, I
oh,
just never
why?
clicked with those. I will say,
I
personally.
agree.
Shan's all into it.
I didn't
just-
do it when I
yeah.
had to carry like every card in my wallet, but now that I can have them all on my Google Wallet.
Yeah.
and just scan them.
It's
easier.
funny. I really gotta get Shan here
And
because
then
she
you
would
save
be on
money.
your
Shut your
side.
mouth.
Yeah, she'd be on your side
Save
on
money.
this one.
Give your information. Save money.
Save money. Give me.
You know what?
I'll-
Funny
I'll-
enough-
I'll give you my information, and you can use it when you go to No Frills, and I'll get the points.
I actually do that whenever I go out and I have to get food for the animals. I just give Shan's phone number.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, you're gonna benefit from it somehow, right?
Well, I think there is some sort of kickback pool that gets filled up or something. Plus, yeah, in order to get the discount, you need to be a member.
Right.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Shan's a member, so I just give her a number,
Makes it easier.
which is great because they always like, "Oh, so Shannon? Yep, that's
sure.
me."
Yep. I'm Shannon.
That can be a boy's
Yeah.
name too. Fuck
That's
you.
right.
Yeah, well, that's just it. It can be. It works out perfectly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
As long as they don't look at my card, which they never do.
Yeah. No. Yeah. So saving money, it's really hard these days.
It is and it isn't.
I'm finding myself driving less and less.
Well, that's
To
good.
save on
Yep.
gas. It's a lot easier
Yeah.
to get
Yeah,
around.
no, that is one thing that I think
Skateboard,
does help.
walking and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. And again, it's one of those things where I am fortunate because, yeah, like that's just what I do.
Yeah.
I never ever, I hear people always complain about the cost of gas or the repair on the cars. And hey, shitty deal. Don't get me
It's-
wrong. I'm
it's
not trying to
horrible.
knock, but yeah, I'm fine. Yeah. Other than my bicycle once in a while.
I was gonna say, I guess bike repairs are definitely not as steep as an automobile.
Oh,
repair.
no. Like, as we've already chatted about, I bought a new bike at the beginning of this year. I paid, oh my God, like $700 for it.
You paid $700 for something.
I know.
Wow,
But you
that's
see-
not saving money, Dave.
Oh, well, we'll get
I mean,
to
I guess in the long run, it is saving
Oh,
money
it's
because
saving
you're not
money.
using gas.
No, I'm not using gas. Plus, it's this style of bike where I can easily get A, B, carry a few
And it's
things.
not 20,000 on a car. You
Well,
know
maybe
what I mean?
maybe he is using his
Maybe.
No, I'm one of those.
Dave gas powered.
I am Dave-
methane powered.
I am Dave powered.
Yeah.
The power of the Dave.
The power of Dave squared.
Right here on Kiss 105.
Yeah. Yeah. So alternate forms of transportation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I do bus it. That too.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Even when I had my license, I would still bus to and from work.
Yeah, you were a busing guy.
And there are other people that I know do this as well. And again, it's two forms, I think. You do have to be in an area where you have decent public transit. We're not as good as Toronto, but hey, we're not as horrible as Windsor,
Right.
or St. Thomas even. But then again, St. Thomas is relatively small. So,
Yeah.
but again, the nice thing about it is that yeah, I can get on the bus. I don't need to worry about things. It's just get on bus, get off bus.
Right.
People push back on that. I've never understood why. I'm like, you're just going to the office.
People got
Yeah.
weird sources of pride. You know what I
Well,
mean?
it's not even pride. I think it's also just every generation. I think it's going to get worse because, like, even nowadays, like when we growing up, when we had to go to school, what did we do? We walked.
Yeah, we walked.
Nowadays, like, there's people on the street where the kids would have to walk, like, 2 minutes, and they get driven to the school.
Right.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Right.
Yes, fuck.
That's silly.
Kids don't play outside anymore.
Not
Well,
really.
that's the changing of times. That one I don't mind so much.
What?
What?
It is like
What are you
nowadays.
talking about?
So both my children, when they were younger,
Sure.
they would go outside constantly and play.
Uh-huh.
Constantly. Now that they are older, teenagers, they still constantly play,
Yeah.
but they're online with their friends,
Sure.
which is that double-edged sword. Because yes, there's money, there's costs, of course, which is the topic of today. But also, I got to give a bit of a benefit. Like my son, he has two good buddies. One's from Germany. The other one, I can't remember what he told me it was from, but I think it's from somewhere from
They
Asia.
need vitamin D though. Children still, depending, regardless of the age, still need.
Yeah.
And that's where
vitamins,
I
Dave.
will say we do go out for our walks and things, but they're not out as much as on their own. Like again, they're in
and they need
summertime.
cardiovascular exercise.
That's one thing
and-
I actually give both my kids. They relatively take care of themselves. I'm not too worried.
Mm.
Yeah. Now I will admit for Curtis, it's because he gets bored as shit and wants to go out and do things.
Well,
And
I
whereas
guess he's in the cadetters too, right?
Yeah, he's
in
He
cadets.
probably does some booty,
Oh, yeah, he
booty
does.
camp type stuff.
Yeah. And then, of course, my daughter, it's just more her, and I know I'm not supposed to say this, her boy toy. He's a kind of go out and do things, and she goes out and has fun and stuff.
Gentleman friend would be less disturbing than her boy.
Do you know what would be more
My daughter's
disturbing?
a boy toy.
Do you know what would be more disturbing? Gentle friend.
Genital friend?
Well, no. Well, Gentle would be really disturbing because I don't want Gentle dating my daughter.
Agreed. Oh my god.
There's a person out there that
Gentile
gets
friend?
that.
Part of me.
Her our Gentile friend.
Oh Lord.
No, it's a person.
Yeah. Inside joke.
Yeah.
But
Anyway.
yeah. So I think that is valid to say that you guys should stay inside, but like kids don't go outside much anymore.
Oh no, they don't. No.
And if you did go outside and play, maybe you wouldn't spend so much money. Just saying.
No, I'm not disputing.
Yeah.
No. Again, when I look back at old photos and videos, and it's one of those hard things where a good argument could be made, David, you spent too much money because we'd buy little pools, we'd buy little things for them outside, and sure, they go nuts.
Uh-huh.
And then, of course, once they started hitting, the 10, 11, it was garbage. It went up to the front, it was done for.
That's my next little tip.
Mm.
Not so much frivolous spending anymore. Not.
Well, that's always a thing to save money. In.
Nah, but there are times when you can justify it. Now I was feeling like maybe not such a good idea.
in the context of
Depends on your situation.
Exactly.
Well, that always is true.
That
yes.
is true.
Yeah,
yes. Yes.
Is that what you mean? So I guess what's your context to this?
I would say, taking unnecessary trips, kind of scaling all that sort of stuff back. Mom.
Okay, it's one of those moments I wish we had a camera.
Things like that nature.
And I have to ask this though: is that more of the in retrospect, or something you're doing even today?
Today.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm surprised actually.
Well, it's also not by choice, right? Like the money's not there.
No. What I meant is because again, what it sounded like to me, and I could have misunderstood, was that whole idea of I'm going even today and spending money on something I don't want to do.
Oh no!
Okay,
No, I see what you mean.
I
No. I mean like certain things that whether that be, I don't know, certain events. Case in point, I remember I would used to go to the movies fairly often.
Yeah.
I'd probably go maybe once a month
Yeah.
at one point. Now it's once every 3.
Well, you're gonna go watch
once a
Deadpool.
month. Even once a month is good though.
Yeah,
It'd be like if you're going once a week, that'd be a little different.
for sure. But even once a month, that's.
But I think
pricey.
if you budget it properly, if you think
yeah.
right, like Nikki gets her nails done every 2 weeks, and that's like $50,
Sure.
right? But
Yeah,
a
and
big
that's
movie.
the thing.
she wouldn't do it if we
couldn't. Yeah,
Right.
No, I actually agree with this because even as much as I've brought it up before, I hate spending money. I refuse to, but also, like, I periodically do. Sure, we had our Vegas trip recently. That's great. And yeah, we were in Vegas, so we spent some money. Where did I spend most of my money?
Food.
Yeah, restaurants.
yeah.
I fucking love beautiful
Yeah.
high-class restaurants.
And that's
pretty
different
nice.
when it's for that purpose, right?
Yeah.
Like Nikki and I'll have those conversations in grocery stores. It's like, oh well, this is this much, or at the butcher shop or something. Like, oh well, this is, yeah, okay, it's $100 worth of meat, but it's meat.
Yeah, you're going
Right,
to
it's
consume
not
and use. Yeah.
$100 worth of chips
Pebbles.
and pop.
Yeah,
Jewelry.
yes, exactly.
Yeah,
Yep. No, see,
This
that's
is
just it.
a lot of jewelry.
jewelry.
It's not that much jewelry.
No,
$100 worth.
no. It's,
Well, that's
if you go to Gibraltar Weekend Market, it is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I guess that's the other thing for me when we talk about, spending $100 on $100 bucks.
$100. Yeah, $100. Yeah.
$100 on meat. To me, that's a yes. As long as you are consuming it properly, all these
Sure.
normalisms.
You're
like
not putting it in your ears.
you don't put it in your ears. You don't let it go rot. Things like that. As long as we're not doing things like that, then hey, it's fucking kick ass.
Put it in your bum though.
Putting or talking about jewelry though, I've never grokked jewelry personally.
Yeah.
Yeah, that to me is just one of those things. Like, you can pick up the odd thing you like, sure, but I've never personally understood why would you spend thousands of dollars on a ring.
Well, I understand the investment aspect. Like I should say the association. People associate value with gold or with whatever material, right? So I could see the association. So they think, oh, if I spent this much money on said jewelry, I've got like some sort of investment, which could be further from the truth. Even if it is made of said
Yeah.
of material that is worth value, it's never worth what you pay for it, nor will it ever be. Will it ever get better in price?
You want to invest
Yeah.
within the overall market.
Yeah,
itself.
for sure. And you can, or even buy gold. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
really
but
that-
gold.
But
Yeah.
even in those cases, it's like okay, gold's worth this much, but we're only going to give you this much because we still need to make money off of it.
Right.
Right.
People are still,
So-
they're still a middleman. Exactly. Yeah.
Oh well, yeah, that is true too. Mind you, well,
It's
that's
like,
getting detailed.
like, you know, those, like that gold shop on Highbury, like Highbury and Bridges.
the one
has
that's
a big-
been there
has a big sign that says
forever.
gold, silver.
I
Yeah,
love
yeah.
that place
It's just, it's a pawn shop
Yeah.
for gold. Yes.
It's a pawn shop for precious metals.
For sure.
They're not going to give you that.
Yeah.
Right.
Right, you have an ounce of gold and it's $2,000. Well, we'll give you
1,800.
Yeah. They're gonna
They
get
still
less
got
than
to.
that.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, if it's worth 2,000,
They're still going to make money somehow.
they're
Is
gonna
the point.
sell.
They still have to
they'll
make
try
their
to
money.
get
Is
a-
the point?
Oh, well, yeah,
see,
they
for
do have to
half
make
or
money.
less than half. Pardon?
Yeah, they still have to make
Of
money.
course.
Yeah.
Pawn
Yeah.
shops, yay!
That's how they work. Yeah. So yeah, it is kind of funny. So I agree in the sense that it jewelry doesn't make sense, but people are
Fortunately,
crazy.
my wife is not a jewelry person, so
yeah.
Neither is mine.
going out and spending that kind
Yeah.
of money on jewelry for her would be like, why didn't you go? She would rather have $1,000 in yarn.
Yeah, I don't recommend having a wife into
That makes
jewelry.
sense.
I definitely don't
Yeah.
recommend it.
Yeah.
It's
As long
expensive.
as you use, I guess that's my big thing that always sticks in my head.
Sure.
As long as it's something that you're, burpee, using, then I can somehow usually give a little bit of a, okay.
Right.
Shan got all her exercise gear, but she uses it. So does
Mhm.
Curtis, funny
Mhm.
enough. So it's kind of
There
like,
you go. It's being used.
yeah, it's being used. So I don't get as grouchy with it.
Yeah,
I spent
absolutely.
$700 on a bicycle, but I
feel-
use it.
I feel bad spending money on that electronic drum kit because I don't use it as much as I should,
Oh,
Yeah.
or I don't enjoy it as much as I should.
Let's
Yeah.
get on that.
I have been thinking about returning it and obtaining some other thing.
No, you got to play it.
Oh, no,
Play
there's
you.
All right.
no
Sounds
things
like a plan.
change. Yeah. Well,
Nah, I hear
But yeah,
you.
we save money.
Oh,
By,
yeah.
We save money by having also a savings account.
Sure.
yeah.
We did that. When we got like income tax and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I put a bunch of it in there and then use it for stuff and then spend it on frivolous things. That's usually when we do the most frivolous spending, is when we get monies that
Unexpected.
wasn't there in the first place. Yeah.
Well, in some ways, that's okay.
Quote unquote free money.
Well, that's what I mean. I do similar things, I will admit. So, like, yeah, income tax is a good thing where, and again, I still don't know why the government's doing this, but I'm not saying no, government, keep doing it. I every month am getting $200 from the government.
Yep.
I don't know what it's for.
Essentially.
I have no idea.
It's a GST or
What the
trill-
fuck? How am I not getting
trillion
$200?
benefit. When was the last time you did your taxes?
I did them back in.
Well, you got to make
doo-doo.
as much as he does.
Yeah, I have no
Because
idea.
that comes off his taxes.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
yeah.
It's a percentage.
It's some random thing, and they send me $200, and I always giggle at it. But again, if it was, and I will admit, it just goes into the pile. But it's one of those things of every so often I want something stupid. Well, the government did just give me $200,
right? Yeah. We
Damn.
usually, like,
Everybody's got
again,
free money.
income tax or whatever. Usually, we'll do the pay our phone bill,
Yeah, exactly.
pay our
Yeah.
this bill, that bill, and then it's like, okay, we got this much left over.
Yep.
Everybody
Let's go
has
order pizza.
food
Fuck
for
it.
2 weeks. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go buy stupid shit. I'll go buy a toy. Nikki, you go buy yarn or some stupid
Yeah,
shit.
exactly.
Mhm.
Every so often.
Mhm.
But as long as it's used, I guess that's the thing that always sticks in my head. It has to be something that either brings beauty, you enjoy, something of this nature.
Yep.
Yeah, we usually put some monies in every paycheck and every baby bonus check thing.
Mhm.
We put monies into a savings account, so we're not. Oh my god!
That's one thing I will admit I do enjoy from my employer, where they do the whole matching for RSPs.
Oh, right on, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So,
nice.
and it's even better. I've been there a couple of years, so they do not just match; they even put in a couple extra bucks.
Oh yeah,
It is quite nice. Yeah, it has built up over years of
It'll-
me basically doing nothing.
gains the interest as well, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's another one of those good things. If you get the opportunity, do take advantage, especially if your organization will match you.
Mm-hmm.
Always start right away. There's people on my team that still haven't done it. And I keep reminding them every year.
There's
'cause
certain things you can do for kids too, like
Yep,
the
the education.
stuff, and then the government will put $500 in or some shit
Yep.
like that, or match whatever you
They
started
match, I
off
think.
with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope. They do a lot of good things like that. So it's always try to take advantage of those things when you
Mhm.
can.
Yeah.
Tax-free savings account that earns interest.
And this has been a tax-free TED Talk.
You know?
Yeah,
Take,
well, it's
take
true.
$20 off your fucking paycheck every week, and
Yeah.
by the end
Save
of the
money,
month,
bitches.
a couple
Save
months,
money.
you got $200.
Yeah. Yeah, don't get credit if you can avoid it.
Which
Yes,
always, it's one of those
yes.
things where people go, oh, that's nothing. Well, yeah, for that month, it's nothing. But over the course of, 5 years, it's a something.
that too, right? Or
Yeah.
even a couple months, and then you run into a thing where it's like, oh shit, I don't have $127 to pay my internet bill.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I do, because I have some in savings. I'll
Yeah.
just dip into that.
And if for some reason you don't have a savings account, that's okay. You know what? Try putting it under your bed. If you don't have a bed, try putting it in a
Try
shoebox
putting it in your
and
dog.
putting it in a not yet, and then putting it in an event somewhere. Maybe like find a little hole in the wall or
Put
under
it
your
in your
stairs or something.
Transformers.
Yeah, sure, you could do that too. They've got room. But then if that doesn't work, yeah, try putting it in your dog. Just figure
I
some
will
way to
say
do that.
it is always amusing when you go pick up a jacket from the wintertime or something and you find $5 in it.
Or music.
I always,
Yeah, it's pretty
I
great.
love it when that happens. It's been a bit, but yeah.
My head hurt. Pick up an ejaculate.
Well, that's always where your head's at.
Your money
That's
would
true.
be
Yeah,
in
your head's
some
always on the
ejaculate.
ejaculate.
That's
Well,
disgusting.
Dude, my ejaculate, it is gold.
It's
No,
money.
I-
It's the money shot. Dave Money Shot. I'm gonna call him Money Shot from now on.
Sweet.
Oh, all right.
That's his nickname.
Okay.
All right.
Nice shot.
He's
All
I
right.
like this on many fronts.
Especially on the full front.
On the
Oh.
full. That's why he doesn't have a mustache anymore.
No, well, it's
It
still.
was getting crunchy.
Would that mean he would not be allowed in your society?
He doesn't have a mustache.
Yeah, we talked about
you gotta
that.
have mustache.
All right, well, that's
My mustache. Well, I probably won't have a mustache.
Or I'm gonna cut his upper lip off.
fair.
Ooh, ouch.
That's
Super fair.
the penalty.
That's the penalty for not
That's the
having a
penalty.
mustache.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it'll save you money. You won't be able
Why
to
don't
eat
you
solid
just-
foods.
Why don't you just highly tax the mustache-less?
Well,
Instead of killing
Put him in the new tax
I'm
bracket.
not gonna kill him.
All right.
I'm just gonna
That's so
violently
wrong
maim
to kill him.
Maim him?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Like that.
And then tax him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I find I'm picking up extra work, so I'm not saving money, just trying to
Odd.
make more money.
Odd jobs.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
do
actually,
what you can.
and again, I've been fortunate personally where I haven't had to actually do that in a long
Sure.
time. Like, the last time I really had to do that was back in the old days working the powdered metal, doing papers on the side, like kind of doing multiple things. But I looked online in preparation for a little chat, and it really has changed from the old days.
It's almost the norm now for people to work multiple jobs.
Well, it's even the
because of
Are you on
jobs
TaskRabbit?
themselves.
Is that still a thing?
I am actually. I don't know if I'm on that one. I'm definitely on Fiverr and a couple of others. But I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
TaskRabbit's one.
different. That's like, isn't that not like a
No, same
dating site
idea.
where you pay people $5 and they come over and do things? And
I
No,
mean,
he's
usually hand
getting the
stuff?
5. He's
Yeah,
getting the 5.
and it just everything.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
I'm
he's
getting
going and
5.
doing the thing.
Yes, he's
Exactly,
getting the-
yeah,
yeah,
and it
yeah.
starts at a nickel.
and stuff.
And a
Ouch.
nickel.
Yeah, I don't think
multiples of 5.
I don't pay it. I don't make them pay too much. So.
So for an HJ,
I'm just
it's
looking for
25
laundry money.
cents, and
Just
for,
looking for laundry money.
for a
That's it.
VJ, it's 35 cents.
Whoa,
and
whoa, whoa, whoa! You
for a
want to know?
ZJ, it's
you
40
want to know?
cents.
Hey, you gotta look me up on Fiverr, okay?
Oh,
Don't be like that.
dude.
Okay, you gotta-
But yeah, no, I looked
Hey.
online and I was actually a bit underwhelmed with the things that are kind of out there nowadays. I don't know.
Yeah.
My head, it seemed a lot easier to go make a couple bucks. back
Oh
in the
yeah,
old
yeah,
days.
yeah. Definitely
Well,
was
it
a lot
depends on
easier.
Could
how
be
you wanna do it.
perspective though.
It still all comes down to hustle, right? You still got to be willing to get out there and
Yeah. Well, I mean, a lot of it now is you go do Ubers or hey,
a
online,
lot of gig work. Yeah.
get people. Well, help people learn English if they like you.
Yeah.
or-
Start an OnlyFans page.
Yeah. Well, and it's
Only feet.
Yeah. It's just
Yeah.
it's one of those things where it
That's what you should do.
I don't know how to say this
I have.
properly. Almost like it's
Yes.
flooded the market or something, and because of that, nobody really contributes. Whereas
Right.
it felt more in the old days, it was all local, so there had to be somebody doing it.
It's indicative of the world, isn't it?
Yeah,
I mean-
well, I guess that's where I'm going. Yeah, I'm doing that old man bitching.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, you're
back
right.
him on.
Uh-huh.
The thing is, you're not wrong. It's just-
Well, of course
it's
I'm not
Oh, I
wrong.
remember
facts.
going to the fucking like Service Ontario. You go to the job board or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
And
yeah,
then just be random odd
jobs you
and
go
shit.
do. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I found that one job that I had to do. I think I told you guys about this the night before. People were like, "Hey, take some acid," and I was like, "Okay."
Oh yeah,
and I
yeah,
took the acid, and then like halfway through my trip, I remember, "Oh fuck, I gotta go work for some dude at fucking 8:00 in the morning. Some random guy, fucking schlepping gravel and shit."
Yeah.
It was not fun.
Does make me
Shit.
wonder. Does that job board still exist? It
I
must.
don't know.
It must.
I don't.
know.
It'd be online for sure.
Guess it was
Yeah.
Service
Some
Canada versus
style.
Service
I
Alberta.
do remember that. Yeah, times they have changed for sure.
Yeah. Well, they have it now, but yeah, you sign up to some sort of online thing and see what's out there and what's
Yeah.
available, and people have to ask for
The
it.
nice thing is, though, there is so many different lanes and opportunities to make money. There's so many different ones.
Yeah.
Problem is,
But this is about making money. How do you save money?
by
Making money.
Do you take this money that you make at the
not
odd
moving
job?
out of your parents' house?
I will
Well,
give him credit. No,
yeah.
he's right. In order to save money, you have to have enough money to save it.
Right.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yes.
You have to start with some sort of
Yeah, there's that base.
Yeah.
Correct. Yes.
So again, there is that thing. And
I am trying to.
It's
make
difficult
money
to get
save
to.
it.
It's definitely difficult to get to.
yeah, oh hell
Sure is.
yeah.
In fact, it's so hard. One of my other
So
tip,
hard.
heyo, not moving. Just don't
Oh,
move.
I know, yeah,
just
don't
don't
move.
move.
No.
Like physically, mentally,
just don't
emotionally, just
fucking
stop
move.
moving.
No,
In general.
I give you props on. Yeah, I mean, you're lucky and your grandfather did.
Yeah.
Because if you were to fucking move, you
Lucky is an interesting
Fuck.
choice, but yes.
Well, in
Yeah,
that
the
in that
place.
respect,
Yeah,
right? You're definitely in between.
I'm fortunate.
You're in a rock and a hard place.
Yeah.
right
Sure.
now.
No,
but
yeah.
but then
in,
the
in
society is.
what you're paying for what you get,
Sure.
Oh, that's very good.
like that'd be like $1,700.
Right.
My mother's
Right.
the same way. She's been in the same place now for ever, almost 9 years, and yeah, like what she pays compared to neighbors and what they've talked
Mhm.
about. Yeah,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
It's ridiculous.
It
It's all
is.
ridiculous.
So yes, saving money that way is definitely a good.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
One app I've I've used before that I recommend. It's called Too Good to Go, and it's an app where you can go on and you pay like a fraction of the price for people selling like the end of day sandwiches or end of day food from various restaurants,
Oh,
various
really?
places. Yeah. They'll just put like a kind of like a surprise bag together for you.
Huh.
When we're
Even
going-
here in town,
Yeah.
really?
So it's like
Yeah.
the food bank, but better.
But better, yeah, exactly. So I paid like I remember it was like $5 or $6 for like 4 or 5 different sandwiches and pastries from 7-Eleven one time.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's not too bad.
Yeah.
Well,
Is
hey,
it just because they're gonna be quote unquote stale?
well,
Well, they got to get rid of it, so they
You know,
either
like
throw it
day-
away
like day old donuts, kind
or
of
they
thing?
make
That.
5. Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
remember
I-
fucking going and getting
Oh.
bags of those fuckers.
that's
back
what
then.
I
Dude.
did.
Boys and Girls Club was the fucking
Oh,
mecca.
Oh,
the
yeah.
They
bomb.
would literally bring fucking Tupperware
Oh,
buckets
wow.
full of them, and we would like rifle through them.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
my god!
Yeah, it
Never-
was
I
so
used
much
to-
fun.
I used
Oh,
to
yeah.
just know people who worked at Robin's Donuts.
Oh man,
Nice.
Before Tim Hortons came to town.
Yeah.
We had Robin's Donuts.
I loved Robbins.
Back when I lived up by the up north near where you lived as
Yeah,
well, there was
yeah.
that Esso station that had the Timmies in there, and
Oh,
I'd always go
yeah.
over at like 10 p.m., 11 p.m., buy a pack of smokes, and ask for a couple of donuts, which they would just give to me for free.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Especially if they're closing up for the
Oh, yeah,
day,
they were-
right? If
that
it's
was
another
just it.
24
Sure.
hours thing.
Exactly. It was just one of those, yeah, okay, here you go. And I started, and they knew when they saw my face, I just started playing it, and they played along. They didn't give a flying F.
Yeah.
They do that if you work for like Lay's chips, like you're
Yeah.
somebody who goes and like
Hmm.
stocks the shelves and shit.
Sure.
Because you got to go and you got to get the chips that have a fresh buy date,
Yeah.
right? But they're chips; they don't necessarily go bad.
Yeah.
they're not really going to go stale inside the bag. So, I had a buddy when I first moved down here. I lived in St. Catharines, and I had a buddy that lived with us, and he worked for Lay's, and he would come home with boxes,
Oh, dear.
boxes
Oh,
of
Lord.
not fresh chips, quote
Yeah,
unquote.
yeah.
But they were
Murph.
fucking. They're like,
Of
They were
course,
fine.
Of course, yeah.
They were
They
fine.
just have to put something on the.
Or when I worked at Richard, that again, saving money. When I worked at Richardson Foods out in St. Mary's, and I lived on my own, they made like sauces and condiments and shit like that for
Mhm.
like Subway and DQ and fucking Heinz ketchup and McDonald's, and so like let's say like the cherry fucking sauces
Yep.
that they have at DQ, they come in bags. So if they were underweight or overweight, they couldn't sell them to the.
Yeah.
So they would just put them. In the
So you were just
cafeteria.
like.
They just put them in the cafeteria,
Oh,
and you
Lord.
go in, you fucking just take
Grab a
them,
bum.
just
Yeah.
grab them.
So
They
you
were just
just
up for grabs. I had fucking
take 'em
Subway
home.
sauce.
pluck the bag and just
Oh,
drink
good
it.
Lord.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the fucking Chipotle, the creamy Chipotle Subway sauce.
Oh man, Subway's now selling those sauces in
like,
like
actual
Walmart and
bottles?
stores. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I bought a bottle. It's delicious.
Blurp.
It's delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah, hilarious stuff.
So yeah, that's how I would save money those ways.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you always try to take
My own.
advantage. The second hand, even grocery stores, you get the 50% off,
Yeah,
things
yeah.
like that.
Oh yeah.
Finally
Yeah.
reduces. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That's one nice.
You
thing.
have to figure out ways to save money now. You have to do it.
Oh yeah.
Gotta
do
like
it.
it's no longer hey, I got some money to float by. It's like fuck, broke again. That's where we're all at these days.
Mhm. Yeah, boy.
You know.
Everybody's living check to mouth, check week to week, paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah. Yeah, more and more people these days.
It's hard, man.
Yeah, if you gotta stay with your parents a little while longer, do it.
Yeah, man. There's no.
Oh, that's common now.
no.
It's so common. No dishonor.
Yeah. Well, actually, no, it's true because back, when we were kids, there was dishonor.
There was
to
100%.
there was a
Now,
push for us to get out
it's
early.
normal.
Yeah.
Now it's
Yeah.
completely normal.
For
It's kind of
sure.
somewhat expected.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
you-
fuck. I lived
yeah.
with my parents till I was like 23.
Yeah. Yeah. I did till I was 19, and then I moved back in when I was, I don't know, it was 27 or 28. Then I was like, fuck this noise. I was out again.
Yeah, I went away from college, came back for like 3 or 4 months, and moved out. Thankfully,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. You're like, oh, this is insanity, right?
Yeah, I forgot how
time to
much
go.
fun it was.
Yeah.
But I was also fortunate; I was able to get a job, and back then,
Oh, it was
rent for
a lot
$500.
I know. I
All
know.
inclusive.
I think in my first apartment, which is fucking wild now, that I got a 2.5 bedroom apartment. It's huge footage. Like,
2.5 bedroom.
yeah, it was like 1,400 square foot for like $425 a month.
What a half bedroom is.
So, okay, it was more of like a closet because it had some storage in there, but you could easily sleep someone in
was
there.
this that joint on fucking King Street?
No, this is on Colburn.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
It was a nice place upstairs.
It was really nice. It was
It didn't end
upper
well,
half.
but we talked about that.
No, we
before.
did. Yeah, it was the upper half of a duplex, and the landlords were old and gray. They lived down below.
And special.
It's very special. They were a bit on the annoying side, but they were sweet, so it wasn't so bad.
But yeah, like St. Thomas, I was only paying $500 for that place.
Yeah.
And it was. I mean, that was worth it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's
'Cause,
true.
yeah, there was a
I remember that place. Yeah,
It wasn't a studio kind of setup, right? It had a separate bedroom, and the
Right.
kitchen and dining room were kind of one sort of thing that led into the.
it was a bit
Living room.
shabby, but hey,
It was tiny.
It did what it needed to do.
Hey
so.
man, it was better than a tin shack.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, no, for sure. Like those days, it's crazy how far gone they are now.
Oh yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the jump in rent is what
Fuck, the jump in
nuts.
buying houses too is ridiculous.
Well, we are, and again, it's still higher than what is good for overall, but things are starting to drop. Like there is now a lot more spaces.
Cooling. I wouldn't say they're dropping.
They
They're
are.
cooling.
My parents are looking at houses to buy right now, man. And
No,
they're still
again,
like
Houses are
ridiculous.
high. Rentals are getting slightly bit better because again, we're starting to hit that point where there's more space than want.
Well, also it will get to a point where these people will not be able to rent these things out for that price, and they will have to reconsider
exactly.
what they
Yeah.
are charging.
Right. They'll have more vacancies. Yeah, exactly.
Because that's the one thing I got to actually give a bit of head nod, at least within here in London. Like we have downtown, but even outside of downtown, there's a lot of freaking towers going up.
Oh yeah,
Like there's tons
yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah, low rental
Don't get me
towers.
wrong; it's still going to be probably another year, 2 years before people can really take advantage. But
like that one on the corner of York and Richmond.
I'm just really curious
That's-
what that's going to be.
I
Three
think
apartments.
no, yeah, it is. But I heard that is going to be for
More lower class.
well, for I think it's going to be like a single mom
Yeah.
Oh really?
building
That-
or something like that.
Not single mom is not what I heard, but people requiring support from the government.
Right,
That's-
right, yeah,
I
yeah,
thought it was a
something like-
government supported
Well,
area.
that's
Yeah.
kind of good then, I guess.
No, it's
Yes.
good. It's one of those things that I'm
I
happy
mean, think
for
of the
it.
area it is anyway. Doesn't I mean?
Yeah, exactly. It's still a little bit on that side.
Yeah,
Gucci.
I don't think
Yeah.
you're doing anything to better it. But anyways,
Yeah, it's one of those.
Yeah, they're putting it all up in the air.
But-
I don't know. I kind of give credit, even if it is supported that way. It's just I don't want it to become, we put all the poor people there and
Right.
we shut the doors. As
Exactly.
long as they actually try to do something within the environment to a certain extent,
Yeah.
keep it nice-ish. That
yeah,
sort of thing.
don't shit on
Yeah,
GTs.
it's
Don't
just
shit
one
on
of those
GTs.
things.
Oh, GT.
Yeah, that's because it's right over where GTs used to be.
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
I save money by buying cigarettes and whatnot at the reserve.
Yeah.
Okay,
I have
yeah,
a buddy
sure.
who does that. He goes out to the reserve and buys
Yeah,
them by the
It's
ton.
true.
And $26 a carton.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
10 packs for $26. Whereas if I was going to the store, I was spending $30 in 2 days for a pack, 2 packs of smokes.
Yeah.
So that's a way to save money if you're gonna do it.
Go to the reserve, kids.
Do it.
Now we just need to find a guy's cheap way to buy some beers.
I know.
Oh.
Wait, it's coming. As soon as Costco gets it, then it's that's it.
I will give credit. The freaking Colcos in the States,
Kirkland
the vodka
beer.
bottles.
yeah.
Good Lord. As soon as I saw one, I was
Dude.
like, $20. I'm like, good Lord, I can get that
They'll-
big fucking bottle of decent vodka.
That will now
For a
make its
60?
way here. It'll make its way here.
Shit. I
Yeah.
love it.
Question is, will it be as cheap? We'll see.
Kirkland brand beer.
Yeah. I take
Oh,
it.
he's right. Their vodka, their whiskey. Wow.
It is
Wow.
good.
It's because
Good
it's
shit.
made by
The same,
like Wisers or some shit.
No, well, the
No.
vodka is, I forget the name of the company, the ice vodka thing.
Polar Ice.
Polar Ice.
Yeah.
It's the same vodka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, just different bottle.
And their whiskey's like Wisers or some shit.
Yeah. I've never actually tried their whiskey.
It's supposed to be Jameson's, but I'm not sure what it
I've
is.
never actually tried their whiskey.
It's great. I drank a lot of it.
I will admit, I do
fantastic.
enjoy alcohol, though I've been a
Yeah.
good boy, actually. I've now hit almost 3 weeks.
There's
Good job,
another
man.
thing. Good job for you. That's another thing
I
I've
smoked a
done.
lot more weed,
I,
though.
I would say,
Good
yeah,
job, man.
but still, smoking more weed, drinking less alcohol, saving money.
Oh, it actually, it does.
weed.
It does. The only thing is, I will admit, sometimes I've been okay, except for, funny enough, last night I was home alone. I decided to do what I call a real joint, because I usually just do the vapies.
Got you.
Something about that real joint, I could not fucking stop eating.
Yeah,
Good
hits you
Lord.
harder.
You got
Yeah.
the moon cheese.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my
I
God.
thought Dave was going to say he was home alone and he smoked a joint, and then he realized he was home alone, and then he thought 2 people were trying to break into his house
No.
called the Wet Bandits, and then he started setting up like micro machines and stuff all over the place.
So he hanged up his door handle.
No, nothing like that. I could not stop snacking. I ate all the crackers in the house. I ate all the
Did he have
freaking
the same
sugars.
weed that you had that you were
Nice.
telling me
I'm
about?
telling you,
Because he was
weed
telling me about this shit.
bonkers. Yeah, I bought this stuff because it was cheap.
Mine was
Saving
cheap,
the
too.
money.
It was a free one, so yeah, mine was cheap.
But I got a decent quantity for the price, and what it was is high grade indica from, I can't remember the name, but yeah, I smoked a bowl. I was stoned straight for
To the bone.
like 4 hours. I ate all the munchies,
Okay,
and I was still
understand.
stoned, which that's weird to me. Usually,
Because it's a
I
it's
mellow
a myth.
out.
It's a myth.
I mellow. No, I
it's
do.
a fucking myth.
I mellow out after I eat, but
Well,
not this time. I was like, holy
I
shit.
can't say it's because smoking the weed lowers the blood sugar.
Yeah.
And then you eat the foods and it makes the blood sugar better. So it probably evens it out a bit more, but it's more of a myth than I.
Yeah, it is.
I'm going to eat a bunch of food and I'm going to be sober.
Well, regardless,
What?
the-
It's like drinking
regardless-
coffee when you're drunk. It doesn't fucking work.
Yeah.
You just got coffee belly and you're drunk.
I've never understood the
Regardless,
coffee
this
was
weed
drunk.
said, "Fuck that noise, you're staying high," and I did, and I've been high on that shit ever since.
Yeah, I somewhat
Good for
understand.
you.
That was my last night. Yeah, I had a similar.
I love it.
Yeah,
That's
I was a
fun.
good high. I'm not knocking the high. I had a great time. It's just I fucking could not stop eating. It was hilarious.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So not a good way to save money. I will say that.
Well,
Well,
the
yeah, I
weed
mean,
was good, but the
you're saving money on the weed, but then
yeah. But if you use the Too Good to Go app, right, save money on that.
There you go.
So you could have a cheap and plentiful trip.
That is one thing I guess I could, push back. When I was consuming these things, like I consumed everything, even if it was something slightly stale that was 4 weeks old. It was consumed.
Efficient. Using all the food in this kid pantry.
There you
Oh,
go.
it was hilarious.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah.
Yeah. But I learned my lesson. Yeah,
Pantry
Dave should not
raider.
get that high home alone.
But yes, I go to the reservation and I purchase cheap smokes and
That's good.
marijuana products
Yeah.
because it is more inexpensive.
Typically.
Well, for what I get,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because
Typically.
I could go to the trailer and get a gram of the same shatter for $20-$25.
Right.
I go to the reserve, it's $10.
Yeah.
Oh, that is
So,
quite the
Yeah, it's quite the change. Yeah.
It's the exact same.
It's interesting
brand.
that they
It's the
do that,
same.
but I guess it makes sense too.
So
I guess.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, the fact that, and we've talked about
they
before.
want they want you to come and buy their stuff.
Oh
for
yeah,
sure.
they have a business,
And
there.
it's, even though the trailer is more expensive than the reserve
it's still
proper,
better.
it's still
It's-
better and cheaper.
It's
than
cheaper
Xbox, yeah.
than
Yeah.
the
And you can-
non-gray market.
And it's a lot better in the sense I find that you can get what you actually want.
You get the
Yeah.
the quality of the
Right.
marijuana is definitely better.
Yeah.
It's not packaged for
Yeah, well, I'm a vapey
months
guy, and
months on a
I
time.
have found that their vapes are decent.
Yeah.
Just don't buy the candied or the peanut brittle. Yeah, the peanut pieces.
Yeah.
I was not a fan of that. Yeah.
Yeah, I
thought
think
it
I
was
had that
funny.
one too. I didn't like it much either.
Yeah, it did not get me high.
Uh,
No.
yeah, so many vapes, so many products. It's
Oh, they
wild.
do. Yeah.
It's
I just go in
ridiculous.
now and I'm like, I would like an inexpensive vape
Uh-huh.
that is going to make me not want to get off my couch. And then they hand it to
Weed.
me and I pay $40 and it lasts me forever. And,
And what they
go-
don't tell them, it was fentanyl.
No, so far, nope. They've been very good to me.
Like legalization has caused weed to now, on average, be less than $10 a gram, which is crazy.
Depends.
It does.
Yeah.
It always depends.
Depends.
Of course it does, but
I've seen quarters at OSC stores that are like $42.
Yeah, they're
or
out
not
there.
quarters, eighths.
But on average, I'm going to guess you're paying less than $10 a gram.
$35. Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
So you're paying dollar for dollar.
It's pretty great. You know. Yeah. Save money, grow your own.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did that one year, the first year.
You still got weed from that
I
year?
never did enough of the weed to really make it worth the while.
Mm.
Yeah. But like right now, like my garden right now, like, you know, when it comes to edamame, beans, peas, tomatoes,
Ooh, with the
just from
mommy.
the garden.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fair enough. There you go. Do your own gardening.
Mm-hmm. There's another way.
Butcher your own animals.
Butcher your own animals.
I wish
Your
we
s-
could do
your
that.
skunks.
Why
and-
can't?
They blocked it again. There were a few years back. It came
What?
up and pushed.
What?
You cannot have a mini farm even in London. So there was a push. Actually 5-6 years ago now. I
I
lie.
know people who have chickens.
You're not legally allowed to here in London because I would love to do that. Have some chickens.
Chickens?
Yep, I would love to do that.
They would have them illegally.
Yeah.
Legally, you cannot in London.
Yeah, that's kind of a bummer.
Yeah, outside London, of course you can. Yeah, but in London, no.
Well, that's why you get the tree rats and the stink kitties and the trash pandas.
Okay.
Eat those guys up.
It's true.
I don't know what those
Num
are.
num. A stink kitty is a skunk.
Oh, okay. I have not seen a skunk at all this year. Been a little
A
disappointed.
trash panda is a raccoon because
Those.
raccoons
just
are
kill 'em.
closely genetically linked to pandas.
Hmm.
And tree rats. You gotta know what a tree rat is.
I'm afraid I do not.
Big fluffy tails and they eat nuts.
Squirrels.
And they're rodents.
These squirrels don't bug me. It's funny.
Tree rats.
Man, they don't bug me.
They don't bug us so much anymore since we got rid of the walnut tree in our backyard.
Yeah, that would probably help.
We had plenty of them when we had that.
Yeah, I could imagine that.
Yeah.
How else do we save money, boys?
Eating the walnuts off your walnut tree, but you can't do that anymore.
No, you gotta process them.
Yeah.
And walnuts are poisonous if you don't process them
That's
properly.
true.
Yeah, it's like my rhubarb and things like that. Yeah.
You can't eat
Yeah.
rhubarb leaves.
No,
Yeah.
Don't
not-
eat the leaves.
Nope, don't eat that. Well, it's even things like edamame. You must cook it. Yeah, you cannot eat it fresh. Yep, bad. For
You
you.
have to cook Ed's mommy.
Yep,
Mm.
it's true.
Can't eat her fresh.
You could try.
Oh,
She'll kill you though. That's what Dave just said. That's what Dave just said.
I'm just picturing some poor old lady.
Um,
This kid going, no, what the fuck you doing?
Thrifting? Do you guys ever do that?
I
Is it
am
saving
one of
money
them.
anymore? Is it saving money anymore?
No, I can't even say that it. Not. Yeah. Yes and no.
Very chic now.
Well, it is more chic now, which is kind of shitty. But I will admit, I don't buy new clothes. I've brought that up
Yeah.
before. I always go to the secondhand place, buy the odd and end that I need.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
I save money by buying cheaper stuff at like Walmart instead of going to like some fancy store and buying a fancy shirt.
Right.
Yeah,
Like I'll buy the $8 shirt at Walmart.
yeah. I go to the
versus the
secondhand.
$20 shirt at somewhere else.
Sure.
Now I do sometimes get new fancy things. Like I have 2 pairs of fancy jeans that were given to me.
There you go.
Yeah, so I'm covered on that. I will admit though, I do need some new work shirts because they're starting to show their age. Yeah, so I have to go and at some point go stop by and get me a few.
I'll shop at Winners.
Yeah.
That's a good place to go. Save
Sometimes.
some monies.
Sometimes.
I don't think we have a Winners in our area.
White
Oh
Oaks.
no, we do.
You have one in White Oaks ish area.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's right beside the pet place I go to, PetSmart.
The, the marijuana store.
There is a Miss Jones.
PetSmart's not where the Winners is.
Yeah, it's. Oh, am I confusing places?
Winners is on Exeter and Wellington.
Okay, yeah, I am wrong. You can tell how often I go
Yeah.
to the Winners.
Yeah, buy the
marijuana
shops.
store.
Marketplace, other places buy things. Buying things.
Yeah, but
used and
sometimes that can
secondhand.
be sketchy.
It can be, but
I'll never
ultimately,
deal with
you know,
anybody who wants an e-transfer.
Be your. I'm not gonna limit that. Just do your due diligence. Be
Cash
screwing us.
is king.
Of course it is, but trust your gut.
Mm.
You know, and
I
trust,
estimate
trust
I've never done it.
seller ratings. Oh, I've done it.
Yeah.
I've been successful.
That was Shan's thing too. She would sell
But you've also been
things.
unsuccessful.
Well, not me. I've not been
That's
unsuccessful.
true. That's true. Sorry,
No.
you're right, you're right,
I
you're
use
right.
a scrutinous mind.
That's true,
To do
you're
those
right.
such things. Yes.
Yeah. Shan did that, where she would sell random things in that manner, but I could never. Yeah. I'm one of those annoying. Do we want this? No, then I'll just go take it to the curb.
Yeah.
But we can make a couple bucks. Yeah, fuck it. Somebody will pick it up.
Yeah.
They got it.
Yeah.
Depends on what it is. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Nikki's on a lot of like free mommy groups where
Free mommy.
yeah, you
I
get
sound
free
so
mommy.
creepy.
Yeah. Free
Well,
mommy.
this is a little less creepy than the free daddy group.
Oh, whoa.
But no,
That
like
is just
so
funny.
if you have like clothes or diapers or shit like that your kid doesn't fit into anymore, instead of getting rid of them or whatever,
That
you put
actually
them on
seems
the-
cleaner.
Like,
That's
hey,
fair. That's
who
fair.
wants some free shit?
Yeah, that's a fairism. All right. That I'm cool with.
So we do that a lot.
Yeah. That's one thing we were always fortunate with our kids, because we have a place like that. Not quite the free mummies, but you go bring your older clothes in and you get a credit in the store.
Oh, there you go.
And you can get
Well,
newer
it's called
clothes.
like Once Upon a Child or
Yes,
some
that's
shit,
it.
right?
I
Yeah.
think that's it.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
And to be honest, I actually give them credit because it was good. Like, yeah.
No, they gave you credit. You just said
Dingo.
But what I liked about it was that, yeah, you didn't get, you couldn't make money doing it, but it really helped save money.
Yeah.
Yeah. You go take an old, pair of clothes or something that the kid doesn't fit anymore, and you can get a new pair that does fit them, looks just as nice for $1.
Yeah.
Right.
Quite nice.
Yeah. Good way to save money.
It is.
Using like we don't buy Huggies or Pampers or anything. We buy the Walmart brand diapers, and they're a fraction of the price. Like
Nice.
for 150 something diapers, it's like $30. Whereas if you go and buy one of the other brands, it'd be like 60 something bucks.
Way more.
Ridiculous, and they're fucking way better.
Yeah,
We had to go buy a bag of Huggies because it was like emergency. We didn't have diapers and whatever was closed and shit, so we had to go to the corner store. Terrible fucking diapers. Terrible. They were leaky and shit like
Didn't
that.
work.
We buy the fucking cheap Walmart ones and they fucking keep everything all in and fucking
Jeez.
yeah, it's ridiculous. So that's how we
Feel like
save
you
money. We
work-
buy packs of wipes. They're only $2
Damn,
versus the Huggy wipes that are $4.
Yeah.
do you work
Right.
for Walmart?
Yeah, I do.
Are they sponsoring us?
Yeah.
I will admit, with our
Cult
first
merch?
child, we tried to do the cloth diapers and all that. I think we lasted maybe 3 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I remember trying cloth diapers. I was like, nope, that does not hold your shit in great.
No, you can't do that after a
Nope.
certain age, Chris.
Yeah,
Buddy,
yeah.
come on. man.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But yeah, I will say that
So I switched to sponge
I
diapers.
personally do not
Sponge
recommend
diapers?
It did not work for us at all.
Yeah, we never tried that.
No.
Yeah, but then we went down the same path. Yeah, I don't know if they were Walmart per se at that time, but we'd always buy just the cheapie, whatever. Yeah,
We made
no
all
name.
our own baby food when
We
Taylor
would do
was
that,
on
but
soft food.
Yeah, I will admit that we often did it just based off a garden or for fun. But yeah, less
Oh,
about
no, we
saving money.
did it to save money.
Yeah, I will admit for us, yeah, we never wasn't really too worried about saving for money. It was just that we had it, and hey, make use.
Yeah,
Which I guess in some ways is
it's saving money. But
Yeah.
like what we would do, we're having chicken soup or something like that.
Mhm.
Oh, I'll freeze that and fucking put in an ice cube tray, and then we got that for however long. Or
Yep.
whiz up some broccoli and shit like that.
Yep.
We're gonna
No.
eat it anyway for dinner, so we'll buy a little bit extra, and then we
Yep.
don't have to buy a can of Gerber baby food that costs $3.50.
Three more,
or some
yeah.
stupid shit.
Yeah, more expensive.
Yeah.
No, I got you. I do something not the same, but like anytime I'm making dinners, I 90% of the time always have more. And again, not for tomorrow
Mhm.
dinner because I package it up and that's my lunch tomorrow.
Yeah, Nikki will do that.
Yep,
Yeah,
that-
Nikki
I'm-
does that usually.
Yep, I pretty much have that as my go-to.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Hear that, kids? Don't give up on leftovers.
Yeah. Eat
Don't
your
do it.
leftovers.
Prep your leftovers for your lunch tomorrow.
Yeah,
Stay in drugs. Don't go to
Stay on
school.
drugs, don't go to school. Right.
Eat your milk. Drink your greens.
That's right. Good stuff.
Nowadays, you know what? That's somewhat accurate, I'm sure.
Well, I mean, you can eat milk. It's called cheese.
Yeah, that's true. Powdered milk, I can never do it.
Oh, and then drink your
No.
greens. Yeah, kids are putting fucking kale and spinach and smoothies and shit like that.
Yep, that's a thing.
Fucking weirdo.
Weird
Yeah,
times, boys.
everybody has their thing.
Whatever happened to ice cream and chocolate sauce in a smoothie?
That's
I'm more of a
that's called
butterscotch
called a
caramel.
smoothie,
Those aren't
right?
smoothies.
Yeah,
No.
I'm
That's
more
not
of
a-
a caramel
no?
guy.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Those are called diabetic smoothies.
Gotcha. That's been the problem.
Nice. Yeah, have fun with that.
Crap.
More
Back
like
to the
crack.
drawing board there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, are we done talking about money saving tips?
Yeah,
or
that's all I
something
got.
else?
Yeah.
You wanna talk about?
My general tip is the best way to save money, don't spend it.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say his general tip
But
is in his
you
pants.
can't take it with you.
It's true.
Yeah, it's true. Because again, and I shared it earlier. I am a cheap ass. I know this about myself. But if I see a value in the experience, I will go full tilt.
Mm-hmm.
I will admit. Then I forget about money.
Then you
I
forget
regret
about
it sometimes. A few weeks later, I'm like, shit, wow, yeah, I really went full tilt. But then the next moment, I'm like, but fuck, it was really good.
Yeah, as long
I
as you
had to-
enjoy your experience, you know.
I had to convince Nikki when we went out for our anniversary. We went and did an escape room. And that was
nice.
fun and stuff like that. Went for dinner, went for escape room,
Yep.
and we were like, "What are we gonna do?" I'm like, "Let's go to the other escape room place and do another one."
Hmm.
Oh, but that costs another X amount of dollars. Yeah,
Just go.
that's fun. Let's go
Yeah,
do
as long
it.
as
Who
you're having
cares?
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
Have a good time.
That's kind of my golden rule.
Shush about the money
It's
right
okay
now.
to
Let's just go
splurge
do it.
once in a
Yeah.
while.
Yeah.
As long as you're enjoying it. I've never, and we think you brought it up already, AJ. I've never quite understood. There are people out there who will spend money just to try to look better, be better, but they're not
Keep up
actually
with the
enjoying it or
Joneses.
being
Yeah.
happy with it.
Yeah, it doesn't bring them joy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, we're all human, I guess. But
Yeah, don't do that.
don't try not to.
Try
do
to
it.
find
mean,
inner peace.
Yeah.
Money can bring you joy in
Oh, it
the
can.
sense of entertainment.
Oh, hell yeah.
or,
If you're,
Oh, it
stuff
can
like
buy you
that.
happiness.
Eh,
no, well,
I guess it
enjoyment. It can
yeah, it
buy
can
you
buy you
enjoyment.
enjoy-
It can buy you
but-
happiness.
I guess
Yeah.
it depends on the person.
Yeah.
For sure.
No, well, the enjoyment is the happiness. Like, hey, yeah.
But I mean, you can have all the things, but if you don't have
If you don't,
any of the friends or the people or the family, really, what's
But if you have all the
Yeah.
money, that gets you the people, the things, the family.
this day and age, less I think.
quality versus quantity?
Okay.
Unless you're happy with it. Some people
I
are
think
happy.
money
They want to sit
can
at
buy
home
happiness.
and do nothing else except
Yeah.
for
You guys are looking at this in an isometric view. Like money is used all the time to better people's lives, providing a happier lifestyle. So yes, it does.
Right, like
Buy
I said,
happiness.
depends on the circumstance. Depends
once
on
you
the
get
person.
over that, and I can't remember, there's a term for it. You do have to hit that safe spot. Like there has to be that point.
75,000 or
Or
85,000.
whatever
a year,
that
whatever.
magical
Yeah, of
number
course,
is, where
of
you
course.
can pay a place to live, you
Yeah.
can buy food in
Yeah.
a consistent manner. You have to hit that level.
I think the best rich is being able to walk into a restaurant, eat whatever you want, and not have to worry about, paying for it. I think that's
Well, someday if I win the lottery, I'll hit that too.
sure.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Fancy
Yeah.
restaurants are overrated.
Hmm?
Depends on the
Fancy
restaurant.
restaurants are overrated.
It depends. It does depend.
Yeah, there's
To
some
me,
really
it-
great ones.
Overrated.
To me, it's one of those. It's more about the experience and enjoying multiple things.
Are we talking
yeah.
about
I would rather go to the
Brazilian steakhouse?
Rainforest Cafe.
No,
than-
don't talk like that.
I've been to a
Eh.
Brazilian steakhouse.
Those are the best.
I went to one.
God.
Those are definitely not overrated.
The one in Vegas. I'm
Those
pretty
are
sure it's
fancy.
gone now.
Again, depends.
Yeah.
Finally gone.
Sambas,
Gone.
yeah.
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 Anyway.
Anyways, speaking of saving money, don't go to those places.
Yeah, right.
And you out there, what are your thoughts? What do you think about our money saving tips? Do you have any of your own? We want to hear from you. So please keep the conversation going in the comment section, wherever you're listening to us, on our Discord server, wherever you find us throughout the socials. Please keep our fun conversation going about saving money and all the other fun things we talked about today. If you like what we're doing, we're going to have ourselves a little Buy Me a Coffee link in our description. So please, by all means, click on that. Throw us a few ducats to help us keep the lights on.
Or send checks to P.O. Box.
Yeah, send checks to PO Box.
Checks.
Yeah. In Putnam, Prairie's Emporium. But help us out, keep the bubbles going, all that good stuff. And if you're out there and you're not feeling well in the mental department, we want you to know that you matter, not just to us, but those around you. So it's important to talk about the stuff that's going on inside your head. So if you can't do that with the people around you, on the jerky phone, if you can't do that with the people that are around you, we're gonna have some links so you can seek out the help that you might need. But until next time, I've been Harvey.
I am still the Dave.
Breaking news, guys. Did you know that they found out that diarrhea is hereditary? It runs in your genes.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Bum, bum.
This is what happens when you give AJ a joke of the day calendar, folks. Just don't a dad joke of the day calendar at that. Just don't
I
do
don't
it.
need a dad.
Just don't do it.
It comes with being
Oh
a dad.
my god! And just like that, you got yourself sarcastically distracted. Thank you so much for hanging out with us on our program. Have a wonderful night. Peace.
Bye.
Take care.